Hey everyone, back with another video here. Thank you for checking out this one. Of course, this is about the transfers, all the ins, all the outs, and boy, it's been some interesting departures or departure and incoming. So let's just literally get into it. So before we do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like what I'm saying and feel the content, of course, check out my other videos. Of course, give us a thumbs up and leave something in the comment section. Let me know how you feel on the topics I talk about or whatever you like me to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, of course. So let's start with the outs. I feel let's just start with the trash, or any of the players that are trash, or players that, you know, it's time to let go. Let's be real. So this one, and the reason why I say trash is because this one has trashed his legacy, everything he's done at Arsenal. And to be honest with you guys, I've let my feelings been felt in my previous videos, and I've said it to you before. I don't think he's ever really been that great. He's never been captain material. He's never been that strong leader. The amount of goals we conceded in 2 seasons, funny enough, they're both 51. It's incredible. And you know I'm talking about the guy that refused to come on tour, Luiz. It's as simple as that. He's trash. He's trash. And as far as I'm concerned, the reason why I'm saying he's trash is because his announcement video, he did not need to do that. What player does that? Has Arsenal, has their old club on, takes their top off, and has their new club underneath? I mean, the disrespect. And I even read that he's even come out and said he didn't try to disrespect Arsenal, and Arsenal disrespected him. If you'd said exactly what Arsenal tried to do, then let us know. But you let us down, you let the fans down completely. All the fans that still backed you, in fact, all of those fans, I feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? All their faith in Tierney, which they had, you know, it was a long road for him getting back into recovery after his Achilles ruptured in that Europa League semi-final a few years ago now. And last season, he tried to do what he tried to do. You know, he had a few good performances, but again, just shows his age as well. He's aging, and we need better. We always needed better, personally. You know what I mean? I didn't think he was going to be the guy to carry us through and get us back to where we was, honestly. Do you know what I'm saying? So, for me, it is what it is. Bon voyage. So, the next one I want to get into is another person who I've always felt, you know, we've been pretty hard on this person, you know, because let's face it, he was living in our dream, in our fantasy, playing for Arsenal Football Club. That's what every guy and every girl wanted to do when they got older. Do you know what I'm saying? As a kid. But it is what it is with that. But this guy, I felt, no matter what, he tried his best. And I thought pre-season he did okay in some games, but is in the opinion, but you know, he's not what's going to get us to that next level. And unfortunately for him, he has a better option at Nottingham Forest. And I mean unfortunately for him because he has to leave, of course, but he has a better option going to Nottingham Forest, which he has completed. And personally, after reading his message, which he left, I would not even go into mention Koscielny's message because that was plastic. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But Carl Jenkinson, his letter I felt was really heartfelt. It's right from the heart. Of course, he's an Arsenal fan, of course, so you know you're going to get that emotional side to it. And, you know, no matter what was said in the past, I wish the guy nothing but luck. And I hope, you know, obviously he's going to a club where he can actually try and get regular football, and that's all he needs. It's as simple as that. Same with the next one I'm going to bring up, which I thought to myself is a bit of a shock one, but he needs regular football with the signings we've got coming in, and last season as well, I mean, it was up and down, but I thought, you know, with the right players around him, maybe move him into the middle, he could be better. But it was what it was, and that's Alex Iwobi. And he's off to Everton, and I feel that is actually a good move when you really break it down. Again, like I said, with the players that we've got coming in, I mean, where would he fit? It's crazy, do you know what I'm saying? So, all in all, I think it's a better option for him to go to Everton. They got a young team coming up. They got Moise Kean. They got former gunner Walcott, so he won't be lonely, do you know what I'm saying? He knows Walcott. Got Calvert-Lewin there as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be a good challenge for him, and I wish him nothing but luck as well. And also, Ospina earlier on, of course, he went to Napoli for well, he was on loan, isn't it? So that was a cheap deal as well. Ramsey, as you know, went on to a free to Juventus. Welbeck has been confirmed he's gone to Watford. That looks good. That looks good for Watford fans, and I'm sure they'll be very optimistic because they got a lot of attack now. So Watford might be one to, you know, don't sleep on them. Do you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. But other than that, Christian Bielik to Derby County, a centre back, another one where I feel like maybe we could have utilised him. Well, only the club, Unai Emery and Raul and those guys had their assessment of him. I mean, it could come back to bite us in the arse. I'm not saying it won't, but you never know. But he's gone to Derby County, and Eddie Nketiah has gone to Leeds, newly promoted side, on loan. Of course, got to get that loan there. I don't want to let everybody think Eddie's got sold. But yes, I think it's a very good move for him. At first, I was a bit, what if Lacazette gets hurt or Aubameyang? But we got Pepe, do you know what I mean? Martinelli can play striker, do you know what I'm saying? So, again, it's not the end of the world. And besides, Eddie could really get some good experience from this. I mean, from a pre-season that he had in the first couple of games, he was on fire. He started to fizzle out a little bit. So for him to get regular football in the Premier League and eventually come back to Arsenal, and hopefully, you know, he'll start getting into regular games by the time he comes back. We never know, but we'll see at that point. Then we'll be all right. Do you know what I'm saying? So for him, I think it's a brilliant move for him, and I wish him nothing but luck. And I'm going to be definitely watching him as well as Iwobi this season. So you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for what it's worth going out, it is what it is. Other than Koscielny, I wish everybody all best of luck. Simple as that. As we know, Czech's the technical director at Chelsea. Other than that, is what it is. So let's talk about the ins. Now this is when it gets very interesting. So of course we started the window with a young Brazilian winger in the name of Gabriel Martinelli. We saw a little bit of him during pre-season. Looks exciting. You know, he's very quick. He likes to challenge players. Skillful player. You know what I mean? He does say he models, you know, guys like Messi and mainly Cristiano Ronaldo, who is essentially his favourite player. But, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say he's the next Ronaldo, because that's what a lot of people put on him at the time he was being rumoured, and etc, etc. And he even had a trial at Manchester United a number of years ago. That's another one as well, which is a lot of people, even I forgot about that, funnily enough. But yeah, he's definitely one for the future though, I have to say. So for me, I'm optimistic about him. I want to see more of him, and hopefully the Premier League he can be able to adapt. I know it's the first season. It's the first season for a lot of these guys. Well, apart from one, but other than that, you know, a lot of these guys got to adapt to the Premier League. It's very physical, it's very tough, it's quick. You know what I mean? You've got technical players, you've got skillful players. We've got it all in England, you know what I'm saying? So for for Gabriel Martinelli to come in and learn. Still young, you know. So for me, I'm alright with this one. And another one I'm kind of gonna be watching this season. He's on loan from Real Madrid, and his name is Dani Ceballos. Of course, Real Madrid, their midfield is stacked. We all know this. You know what I mean? Modric, Toni Kroos. They just bring Hazard in. Do you know what I mean? They got Vinicius Jr. who they want to bring in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Isco's there. I mean, where is he gonna fit? Do you know what I'm saying? So for him to come out and get some first team experience, well, not first team experience, but get some regular playing time. You know what I'm saying? In the Premier League, no matter less, well, it's very physical compared to La Liga. So again, it's good for him and it's good for us. We've got another creative midfielder there. A lot of people calling him Santi Cazorla. I think everyone needs to just slow down on that. Let's just see how he does, all right? Let's just stop dubbing people to do this, to do that. I mean, it sounds cool to say all that, but until they prove themselves on a consistent level, it's not even a discussion. So I'm gonna just done that down. But other than that, Dani Ceballos, I'm excited to see what he can do. Saw little bits of him in the Lyon game. Looked alright. It was just a shame we didn't start with him, and then maybe I would have got a little bit more of an assessment of him. But some of the games in preseason, I'll be honest, I don't even remember him playing that much, but it was what it was. But other than that, let's talk about this one. This one took ages as well. And when I get to ages as well, there's another transfer I meant to say, but it is what it is. But William Saliba from St Etienne, a young French centre back. Sorry, jeez, young centre back from St Etienne, as I just said. Very highly rated in France. Now, for me, he looks good. He looks like he's serious. He gives me that Van Dijk vibe to him. But again, I ain't seen much of him, so I'm gonna sit on the fence. You know, he's going back to St Etienne on loan, and it's crazy because at this time, a lot of us were like, "What the hell? What's going on?" Like, but it's something for the future. We had to be patient with that. A lot of the club did come out and say we have to be patient, etc., etc. And it's crazy for, you know, earlier on when we were told we had 45 million to spend, and again, I ain't even finished yet. It's crazy. So William Saliba gone back on loan to St Etienne, and this one really told you about the 45 mil budget. Now, of course, I spoke to you guys previously about, you know, there was some type of media going on, and where as Arsenal supporters club were basically asking questions to, you know, Josh Kroenke, Vinay and Edu. I think was there at the time. Yes, I'm pretty sure he was already there. So it's crazy, like, and Sinetti, and who I can't forget. So when the question was brought up about the 45 million budget, they basically dismissed it. Never heard of it. Nothing to do with Arsenal. And this Nicolas Pepe signing was definitely telling you, what would you guys, what's this 45 million budget? It's crazy. In the way in the installments, they patterned it up. I have to give them a lot of credit. It's crazy. You know, 20 mil up front and over 5 years. Yeah, I can't remember the numbers exactly, but they pretty much had that. So it's rising to 72 mil. So crazy. But I have to say, I'm looking forward to seeing Pepe, you know, 22 goals and 14 assists last season in the league earn. Again, another person that needs to prove himself into the Premier League, and he's very, he looks like a promising player, like he's going to be a big star. But hopefully, Arsenal, he can shine bright with our strike force of Aubameyang, Lacazette. He's got Ozil there, Mkhitaryan when he's ready, if he will ever be ready. But I'm not going to patch on Mickey, but it is what it is. Terrera, you know the squad. Do you know what I'm saying? So with that, Pepe, I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's our big summer signing. We broke the transfer record of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from previous years ago. So we have to wait and see. And also to that, another person who I've been personally been waiting to see more, because I've seen clips, and I'm not going to say I've watched Celtic a lot, but I've seen this guy play, and I have to say he's a very composed left back. And I like Andy Robertson from Liverpool, and this guy here is, boy, he could be something special. A lot of people were talking like he was better at Robertson. Do you know what I mean? He was at this age. Robertson was Tierney's better than him at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he's better than Robertson. He could potentially overtake Robertson. That is the big thing. So I'm excited about this left back from Celtic. This one took forever to get done. Kieran Tierney, finally an Arsenal player. I'm so happy with that. We're waiting for that one, because we need a left back. Monreal pushing it, as I've been saying it halfway during the season. I think it was the Rennes game. But regardless of that, Kolasinac, as we know, can't defend for his life, unless playing football at least. Do you know what I'm saying? So other than that, I mean, it is what it is. Tierney, he's one for the future. He's 22. I can't wait to see this one too. And finally, this one. And I hate to try and iterate the rock there, or imitate the rock there, sorry. David Luiz from Chelsea. Yesterday, a shock among social media. David Luiz basically saying he wants to come to Arsenal, which I said to myself, that's crazy. I'm David Luiz. And at the time, we're trying to fight from Upamecano, Rugani, and it's crazy because when you think about it, David Luiz, he's 32, he just sold Koscielny, he's 33, and I mean, he's Premier League proven, he's won the Premier League, he's won the Champions League, won Europe, he's a serial winner, he plays for Brazil, we get that, but he's 32. And another thing, he does do some rash things sometimes, but when he's composed, he's ready. And then balls over the top, he can ping them as well. Definitely. He is a very technical player there, I have to say. Unai Emery's worked with him before. And shout out to Edu. He's the one that actually got the deal done, apparently. So, very easy for that one to get done. Of course, Lampard, you know, Luiz have their spat or had their talks, and obviously he's not an option for Chelsea. As simple as that. So with all the reports going, basically saying he's basically third or fourth choice, and I mean David Luiz is like, nah, he's not really happy with that. So, and the way Chelsea's going, David Luiz is going in a completely different direction. Of course, Arsenal are in need of a centre back, and of course we couldn't get Upamecano, so it seems like Arsenal may want to try to go back for him maybe in another window near the future. Who knows? But David Luiz, we know it's not gonna get us the league. He's not gonna help us get us the league, but hopefully with Rob Holding coming back, Socrates, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say Mustafi. Hopefully he'll be gone, but whatever that. Do you know what I'm saying? With the defense, slowly the injuries are coming back. Veterans coming back. We got Adrian Nels covering there, anyways. So for me, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's patched up. Do you know what I'm saying? It's showing up. David Luiz, Kieran Tierney, I'm happy with that. Pepe, Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, Danny Cabezas on loan. It's crazy. We're all linked with Coutinho, and it's crazy. So for Martinelli, I have to hand the applause, as well as Edu and everybody at Arsenal. Definitely. So for me, this transfer window, I've got to say, it's ended on I have to say an 8 out of 10, because personally, the way Arsenal have done business, I've never seen them do business like this. They shifted out so many players and bringing some players with experience, and like even some that still need to look to earn their stripes, like Pepe. Do you know what I'm saying? Put a footnote in there. A lot of these players, apart from David Luiz, are not experienced in the Premier League. Again, like I just described the league. So it's something to watch. Arsenal have decided to go for David Luiz. You know what I mean? Kieran was always going to be the guy Arsenal were keen on, from him and Saliba from the very beginning. And we got him. So, Gooders, let me know your thoughts on this transfer window. What do you give this transfer window? I give it an 8. I can't say I'm not satisfied. I would like to personally another right back, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Not saying I wouldn't put this 18 now, but you know, he's a right back. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people were trying to tell me. And I thought, I want to see what he could do in midfield, but it is what it is. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this video. Again, like I said, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks for watching, of course. Hit the links with my Twitter and Instagram. And, yeah, that's it. So, I'll be back soon with another video. And hopefully we can have a good shout. And so our Premier League is kicking off very soon. So guys, I'll be back with the, well, maybe a build up, if any, nothing newsworthy, starting 11 for Newcastle. So thanks for subscribing and have a good day. Up the Gunners.